Yes, greetings to everyone. Wherever you are, enough love and respect to everyone. Now, I'm in Stockholm, not Rome. Enough respect to the Pope, him gone. This morning I get up and I drink a cup of Vatican herb when I heard that the Pope went. We all have to go. So let's start the show. Now, this video is to all Grenadians who don't eat meat. This is your treat. Now, Oildown is our national dish. And you know, when you're making an Oildown, what do? The first thing you say, where could we get a breadfruit? Now, breadfruit was all over. We never used to buy breadfruit. We just go and say, Mommy, Daddy, we are making Oildown today now. We want a breadfruit. She said, yeah, but pick one for me, eh? I'll pick one there for me. It always was just that. Rat-a-tat. Let's start. Now, hear what I say. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a food doctor. I'm not a vegetable doctor. But hear what I say. They say heart disease, vision support, improve hair health. For all the bald men like me, maybe we didn't eat enough breadfruit. You know what I'm saying? They say promotes digestion. Maybe it can reduce joint pain. And most of all, one of my favorite, gluten-free diet. So think about it. You know what I mean? Now they're making flour, gluten flour. Which one do you think was the best? Unknown to us, maybe that is true. That is why a lot of times we see we've been living longer. You know what I mean? But we're not aware of it. You know, many years ago, when you hear somebody young die, you're like, you want to cry. Because that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? But now, young people dying. Like 20 years old, 16 years old, 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? So we have to think about that, right? And I want to say one more thing even before. Drop it down, I'm in Stockholm town. Before, here comes the real original Simian Love, known as Improviser and Mr. Do It Yourself. Because I like to do it myself, cook it myself. Now, when we're making an Oildown, what was the main thing I said? In the national dish, to put your wish. Breadfruit. Breadfruit. The number one for me. You see the ball head there? Number one. That is what I feel. I get ball. When I say ball, I ain't a big afro to stay on the show. But let's go. I love it, you know. Now, I ain't have no breadfruit. Now, this Oildown I said is for all Grenadians especially and everywhere else who don't eat meat. That's the best. Big up your chest. I got sweet potato. I got cabbage. I got a green cabbage, a piece of mauve cabbage. I got string beans, zucchini, okra, corn, carrot, edos, and sweet pepper. And on the right hand side, that's mango. It's good for your soul. It is plant in the mold. It is like gold. I learned that when I came here about greens because I couldn't get callaloo. So I started to look for all kind of, greens. And then when I say, there's so many good greens. A lot of us only know callaloo, right? You understand? But callaloo was our main thing before. But now I find out about a lot of other greens, which I love, you know what I mean? And I'm addicted to greens too. I cannot cook food without, greens. Like when I say greens, mango, callaloo, all kind of greens, spinach, you know what I mean? So this video, as I said, is I dedicating it to vegetarian because I don't touch meat. I don't want no manicure, no goat, no cow, no sheep, no wild meat, Maybe if I had a piece of salt fish or a piece of smoked herring, I could throw it in, but I don't want that. My best Oildown is pure vegetarian. So all those who like vegetarian, this is for you. Don't stick up as glue. This is for you. And now I cut it up real nice, like sugar and spice. I come from the land of spice. I said before, we used to have a lot of breadfruit tree all over the place, and coconut. This was the two things first we used to look for, because it didn't cost us nothing. Dry coconut and that thing they call breadfruit. It's true, ask any Grenadian. And I am very disappointed to it that, that's gone. That's a mistake that we make. You understand? You see, I got even Edos, I got corn, I got everything. You know what I mean? You understand? In this Oildown. Now I put on pumpkin. I put things that, I just want to put. Once it's a vegetable, I will put it in my Oildown. I'm in Stockholm tongue, not Rome tongue. Stockholm tongue. Yeah, you see? And I got coconut milk. I got 3 tin of coconut milk. This Oildown I'm making this Oildown for 4 people. And they're all Africans. And you can say that I will call it the African pot. Ratatat dot. Africano. You're on the show. It's boiling down. It's cooking down. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. It's a trick. But keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. What I say, you have to cook. Bam! You see? It's done. Now, watch what I'm doing. The last part of the video is unique. Now, I'm in the bedroom, and I have to eat this food. So watch this. This table there, you see standing up straight? Open the gate. Right. I will put down the table now. I did show that a long time before. And you see the bed on the left hand side there? What will I do with the bed? I will put the bed under the table now. So I will turn the kitchen, the bedroom, kitchen, studio, dining room into this. Now this is a dining room. You see? And I'm surrounded with pure Grenada. And I want to send it a special greetings to Trinidad and to Stockholm. Because my home is not Rome. It is Grenada, Stockholm, and a piece of Trinidad. My backyard. My dear people, I hope you enjoy this video. This is about my show. I'm here to tell you real thing, no dingaling. Not only food, but I will tell you stories. I got so much things to say. I don't know when I will done. All I know, it will be fun. I'm gone.